I have somebody to ride the bike. Because we're going to the 100-foot drags, and it's an oval track, oval circuit. I made the video. I don't think I posted it. I don't think I ever posted it. But yeah, it's the 27th. I got someone that's willing to ride the bike for the 100-foot drags. He's 140 pounds and he rides bikes, so give somebody a shot. I mean, this lands right into the category of plenty of power, not the right combination. I'm still running, first of all, I'm running the 5-horse Briggs carb, which this motor requires a lot more, but that's still a bigger than stock carburetor. I'm still running a regular clutch like it's on here, not a locking clutch, which I have one, but it needs to be serviced, so I'm not going to deal with that. And obviously I'm not running a slick in the back like these guys are running. These guys are launching pretty hard. They gear these things just for 100 feet. So it gets pretty hairy coming out of the hole when you see these things go. It's pretty amazing. So we'll just see what it could do. If not, at least it'll sound nice. It's going to look like an old beater bike when it's sitting there at the show until we start it up. If you guys remember, that motor's pretty radical. We'll bring this bike, that bike, and we'll bring the black bike. And if anything else, me and Junior will drag each other. Okay, everybody's giving up something to make one engine. Yes, they're all good engines. That's a bone stock 5-horse Briggs. That was the flood motor. That was that blueprinted methanol engine. They put about a 9-horse out. And this was the all-out modified engine, which I need. But I don't want that type of cover. So I think we might steal this cover. I think it's the only 5-horse cover I have, and unfortunately it's a later model where this is part of it. But I need that tank, because I don't know where the other tank is I have. And I need that header. That's that really big boy header. I ain't gonna run this header. So I want it sticking out the back. So you guys can see the differences in these two engines. Just looking at them quick. Right off the bat, you can see they have different cylinder heads. That's a Horstman head. So hopefully that makes it fit in the frame better. I haven't even checked yet. But if I leave this like this, which clears this carb, it'll just be burning my legs. So we're getting that off. This one already has a clutch on it. Okay. Not sure the brand, but I'll know as soon as I open it up. I know I have different drums for this one. There's a little guard on it. So we'll pop it off the Tilson. Tilson needs an overhaul kit. And then this cover right here, which they now make in aluminum. You don't have to deal with the plastic that the alcohol winds up eating away at. But definitely a nice carb. It's just we can't use it right now. So I might put this back on. Then I gotta deal with a starter. So, but I might do that. I might deal with a starter. So that one's got the nicer looking cover on it. But we'll see. We're trying to keep it as trying to make this bike look original and ratty, like it's been laying around. And then when you start it up, you're gonna realize it's something different. So got the VW Darren carburetor. So I think with that, I'm gonna just rub that tank real quick with that carburetor, put it on here, swap the header, package that one back up. So, okay, we're getting closer. Here's the plug. So it's a little wet up top. Just sprayed some glass cleaner on it. switch the clutch around. I got a couple of more drums. Got to see what the teeth changes are on them. Pretty cool looking clutch. I put the 3-stage header on here. Here's the first stage. There's the second stage, and then that last little bit is the third stage with a not a muffler, arrestor on the end. I guess you call it a muffler slash flame arrestor. Got the carburetor on. Got the tank on. So my little air filter that I used to keep on the mini bike on there for now. I don't like an open carburetor with alcohol because you don't know if it's on fire. That's why I get very nervous driving my other bike. But when I swapped out the thing, to the methanol engine, these carburetors do sit a little different. They actually sit a tad bit taller, so I couldn't fit it in there, even after I hacked the bottom of it. But there's already a shortened down version on, if you guys remember that. So I couldn't shorten it down anymore. So I think we're gonna leave it with that front cover and we'll start it up. It's gonna take 2 of us to start this thing, for sure. Mini bikes are hard when you know how to pull cord on it. There's always that fear of this starting to lock or drag, and it actually sucks the pull cord in and shreds it and all sorts of havoc. And the only cover I have is that one. And I got a 4-horse cover from Rubens Air Compressor, but that's got the small 3.5 horse, 3 horse, 2 horse, whatever size wheel, and there's a high compression engine, so it makes it very hard to pull it. With that, this thing should be fireable, unless I checked it at oil in it. We'll check it. Just gotta hook up the breathers. They have a breather here. I had a breather here. They teed it all together. I hooked it up there, but they had it all teed together and going to something. So I'll put that Tilston carburetor at this side. I dug this out. I had bought this for the twin engine chopper. It was an NOS piece, and when I got it, I was eBayed again. It is NOS, but it's, I mean, I'm sure it'll clean, but those are pits. It was starting to corrode. You know what I mean? So when the time comes, I'll just buy one. Came with this, came with the other grip. Came with a brake lever. Really wasn't that expensive at the time. So we'll throw that on the bike. I got to go upstairs and look for some more parts. We definitely need some more parts. If this clutch does not work out, I have another clutch, a normal maxi torque, sitting on the 4-horse Tecumseh up there. So that'll definitely work. I'd like to try this first. So this one's strange. It does not have a clip that holds the drum on. When you assemble it, there's actually a thin washer that rides inside the shaft, the thicker one that you see in the lock one, and that's what holds this drum on. So on the reverse side, I had to put an actual washer right there on the step-up part of the crank, and it landed in the right exact spot. So it has a little bit of play. It's pretty cool. The bushing on this one is actually separate from the clutch. It has a keyway in it. So it's actually a nice clutch. I guess that's definitely looks like go-kart stuff to me. But with that said, I'm gonna bring it in and see if it fits the frame. I could swear this does not fit the frame, now that I'm thinking about it. I could swear it didn't fit the frame last time, so let's find out. It's a big block Vega. Nice. Got clearance there for the spark plug. Got clearance there for the air cleaner. I can still slide the motor forward about that much. That's all that's required. Obviously that's all the way back. So yeah, these weren't made for 5 horses. Chain should line up, because that is an Arco rear wheel. So I'm afraid to look. Yeah, no. How's that look? I guess it depends how you hold the camera. Let me put it this way. We're gonna make it fit. So this is exactly the way I wanted. I want it to look like a ratty piece of crap. I already named the bike. Because every bike like this has to have a name, so we already named it. I already named it Blue Balls. I said to Junior because it's blue and it's got some balls. So we're gonna name it Blue Balls. And hopefully my balls aren't blue by the time I get off it. Or fly off it. Got plenty of seat to slide forward. So this thing's ready to go. Basically what we have to do at this point is just bolt the motor down, putz with a chain, make sure it chain's in line, and once I do that I can find out where I'm going to put that brake caliper from here to here, and just pack some brackets to it, hook some stuff up, and we're good to go riding already. Yeah, this thing's got no kill switch. We gotta come up with something. We can't rely on, we'd be relying upon on that. So, I like this. Someone adopted this. So you spin it, it slides the motor forward. So it doesn't work its way back to loosen the chain. So, I think this is gonna be pretty cool. I was going to put the tin on that goes around here, like this engine has. That deflects the air this way, and this deflects the air this way, and it keeps the cylinder cool and the head cool. But that has a 3-horse flywheel on it, which is very, very small in there. So I don't think it's putting out much wind. That's probably why the guy took the tin off. And this head has some decent amount of fins on it. So I want to get a new bolt for here. I gotta put the other peg back on. Obviously free this one up. I gotta get 2 new bolts for here. I want to get 4 new bolts for the engine. I hate using old bolts for the engine. That's it. And I'd like to lengthen the kickstand. These tires are so much taller, the kickstand doesn't come near the ground anymore. You know, so whatever we do, trust me, it'll be simple and crude. So yeah, so that's pretty much the update on this. I'm gonna hook a hose to here, I'm gonna hook a hose to there, tee it together, put it on the seat pointing back, so all the blowboy blows off the back. It blows somewhere. I don't want it blowing anywhere near the tire. So I'll hook it back at the seat with like a little eyelet blowing out like I did on my other bike. And I would like to hook a kill switch on it. I'd like to hook a kill switch on all of them that you have to hold to run it. One of the guys I ride with does that. When his daughter, when he built the mini bike, you have to hold the button to keep it running. Once you let go of the button, meaning you fall over panic, it dies. And I think that would be a wise move. So I think we should be good. But it fits. For some reason I thought it didn't fit. I must have tried to put it on a different frame. And it didn't fit. The other one would have came right out and got me in the leg. And it's a little too short. I remember from the go-kart days that they used to run those extra long pipes, and they actually had a loop in them because the pipes are so long, and it gave you the bottom end to come out of a turn pulling. The shorter ones were more top end. So depending on what kind of racing we were doing is what pipe went on there. So, like I said, I wish this sprocket had like another 12 teeth on it. Wish it was like up to here. And this thing would be pretty sick. I think that there's another 60 tooth. I need a 72. So should be fun.